If you or a family member have been hurt because of the careless actions of another person, call Walker Texas Lawyer. They'll work to get you the financial compensation and justice you deserve. They have 40 years of experience, and you don't pay unless you win. Call 713-881-9653 today for a consultation or go to walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad. Good morning to you. How are you?
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lucky to talk to me, funny lad.
Grammy Award winner Maya joins us.
How are you?
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat, Brad Gilmore.
We are talking about The Way Home, Season 2 on the Hallmark Channel, debuting on the 21st of this month at 8 p.m. Central. And the cast is joining us right now. Andie, Chyler, Evan, and Sadie. Thank you so much for taking the time, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
You know, Andie, I'm going to start with you. When you go into a second season of a show and you've already had the opportunity to spend time with the character during the first season, does that character feel a little bit more second nature to you, like, good worn-in pair of jeans a little bit?
I guess in some ways, but I also feel like I don't know what's happening from script to script, so it's an evolution for myself as well. I'm always surprised.
And then, Chyler, for you, almost similar to Andie in some ways, you know where you leave off in season 1, and as you're going into season 2, do you already start kind of writing where you'd like to see your character end up?
We kind of like start off with a bang for sure. It is a continuation of like a direct pickup from where we ended. And so we get to really see that evolution throughout the entire series of searching for Jacob. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's intense. It's a great search.
No, I got to see the premiere, an incredible start to the season. And Evan, when you're working in a time travel kind of based genre, and your character, there's so many layers to the show and there's so many ways that it can go. Do you find yourself that it's more beneficial as an actor to ground yourself in the moment in which you're in, or is it better to, for lack of a better term, have an eye on the future to know where that character is going to be to alter your performance?
Well, we always want to know what the arc of the story we're going to be telling is, so then we can be breadcrumbing the audience along the way, getting little tasty morsels. But with a time travel show, especially with characters that are younger than us, like there's a 16-year-old version of me, there's a 16-year-old version of Chyler in the show. So we're also trying to breadcrumb backwards to show things that will be revealing and rewarding for the audience to see in the earlier character's performance. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then when to go to you, Sadie, when you're looking at this season and reading through the scripts, as Andie said, you're kind of going script to script with your character. But when you're reading it, I know anybody who works on a show like this, you also have to be a fan of the show. So being a part of it, do you feel like the show's went in a direction that you were like excited to see, not only as a performer, but as a fan as well?
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel like I had kind of like the movie in my mind of what I was expecting, and in some ways seeing that all come to life, and in some ways having those expectations completely turn on their head, and that being so exciting is fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to with season 2, the scenes that I wasn't there to shoot, just fully enjoying that as an audience member is something that I'm so excited for.
Andie, did you find anything in particular about, again, the genre being what it is and the complexities that come with the story, Do you have to call someone over and be like, okay, explain to me where we are again? Or are you very much aware of the moment? I get some laughs. Yeah.
I probably should have. Where are we? But I didn't. It's like I say, it's a journey that I'm taking for myself as well. And it keeps it real for me because I wouldn't know what the future is. So I'm winging it as we go along. And it's a great season. It's so good. And these guys are amazing. I've seen 4 and I couldn't wait to see the 5th. I was on the edge of my seat and I'm in it.
It's always nice when you're a fan of what you're doing, and I heard
some like, oh my gosh, this is good. This is really good.
Yeah, I think the rest of us, though, for sure had to be on top of it's constantly the beginning of a scene was like, okay, where was I just now? Where am I going? Why am I here? I think sometimes. So our continuity on the show, our script supervisor and obviously Alex and Heather, our showrunners, and keeping us on par with what we're supposed to be doing. I know for myself, it was definitely needed.
And there's so many clues. There's so many clues that are sprinkled throughout that we might not even know in the moment were as important as they'll end up being.
Well, you know what? I've seen the premiere. It's an incredible start to the season. I can't wait for everyone else to watch it. Thank you all so much for taking the time to speak with me, and congrats on season 2.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.